Hey friends, happy Saturday morning. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Well, beauty is all about perspective, right, honey? Because
hmm
I had to wait till we got done with our run because it's 18-mile-an-hour winds and it's down to 24 on the wind chill and it's very cold and very, very rainy, hence the reason for the red face. But I wanted to share something that was on my heart this morning, something that I really hope blesses you as much as it did me. You know, yesterday, Larry and I had just a very fun day. We got to ring the bell. We got to go to a birthday party but you know, we just got to talk to a lot of different people. Talked to a man that was in his 80s and he talked about just his life in the military and shared with us just some things. And then, you know, our friend was turning 60 and it was quite the celebration. And there were people of all ages there at the birthday party, and we got to talking to some of the kids that, well, we call them kids now, that were in their 20s and 30s. And you know, it seemed like just yesterday that Larry and I were that same age. And you know, it just got me to thinking that, you know, life did not turn out the way that I had planned, you know, and I think most people, when we get in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, you know, we look back and can probably say the same thing. And we look back and sometimes we have regrets over what we would call as wasted years, or years that just, you know, were seemingly we didn't have a whole lot of fruit, or however you want to call it, you know. But you know, it's these regrets sometimes that can keep us from moving forward. And I was thinking about that this morning. But you know, in Joel 2:25, it says that the Lord said, "I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." Now the locusts had come in and they decimated their crops, the fruits of their crops. And you know, God promised to restore what was taken away in chastisement. You know, they had decided to go their own way, and of course they were living in sin, and this was the result of it. But if they would turn back to God, God was going to just make it so much more fruitful. And this is how it is with us. It's never too late to turn back to God. And this doesn't mean that we'll get those years back, but it means as when we give our life to the Lord, that our years can be productive and bear so much fruit. You know, Spurgeon, I was reading in Spurgeon, he said that it will strike you at once that the locust did not eat the years. The locust ate the fruits of the years' labor, the harvest of the field, so that the meaning of the restoration of the years must be the restoration of those fruits and of those harvests which the locust consumed. You cannot have back your time. I love this. But there is a strange and wonderful way in which God can give back to you the wasted blessings, the unripened fruits of years over which you mourned. The fruits of wasted years may yet be yours. So for that person out there listening, this is the deal. We can't get back the time. We can't go back and relive our 30s or 40s or whatever. We can't even change anything. But when we put our lives in God's hands, when we give him the rest of our lives, you know, Romans 8:28 tells us that God works all things for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. And when we give our lives back to God, we won't get those years back, but the remaining years that we have will be so fruitful that we can look up and say, you, God, it was only you. So guys, I really, really hope that blesses you. And more than anything, I hope it inspires you, no matter how old you are, to give your life to the Lord and watch those fruits just multiply, because that's what he does. Guys, I really hope that blesses you. Sweet Larry and I are going to get into Walmart and get off to enjoy our day. It's going to be a great day.